So RELL just dropped some huge info on Movie 2, and Movie 2 information actually correlates to the release date. And if you're new around here, that might sound kinda confusing, but basically in simple terms, this is basically the closest we've gotten to an actual definite release date since ever. And after I explain all of that, there's also some other sneaks I want to talk about that I didn't go over yet. But on Discord, RELL, since the development has been going smoothly, we are confident on a set date for Movie 2. We will announce it sometime next month. And this might not sound that significant at first, and I'm sure a lot of people are overlooking this, but this is a really big deal. For those that don't know, Movie 2 is confirmed to contain the release date for the actual game, like the official release date for the real game. So with some calculations, we can actually figure out a pretty decent time frame on when we'll get the real release date. So like I said, they said the announcement of Movie 2 is gonna be next month, which is June. And it's literally about to be June. We're at the end of May, unless I somehow forgot the date. I believe it's the 29th. Now, it is a little hard to judge exactly when Movie 2 will come. It could be relatively early next month, or it could be relatively late. Or if we're really unlucky, they could just announce the release date for Movie 2 and it could be in like July or something. I would doubt that, but it is definitely a possibility. But if I'm being completely honest with when I think it will drop, I would have to go with like late June most likely, but I could see early July or slightly earlier in June than late. And if I am correct, that means we'll also be getting the release date for the game in late June. Now, there's really no telling how long they want to put between the release date for the actual game and Movie 2. Like, in some ways, I could understand the release date being very soon after Movie 2, because obviously that's the most hype the game will probably have is after Movie 2, so you want to do it very soon. I would understand that. But at the same time, they still have a bunch of testing phases to do. We know they have to do the early access phases with gold memberships and silver memberships. So because of that, I would assume it would still be a decent amount of time after that. So if we're lucky, I could see us getting the game sometime in early July, but if we're unlucky, I could see us getting the game in sometime in late August. I do think they do want to get the summertime boost. I mean, it just makes sense. More people are able to play in summer, so you would want to release the game in summer. So I'm definitely hoping we get the game sometime in July, so there still is a decent amount of summer left, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now, before I look at the sneaks, let's also talk about what's confirmed for Movie 2, because there is a lot of good stuff confirmed for Movie 2. Movie 2 is confirmed to show Devil Fruit ability combat, sword ability combat, hockey, bosses, and I believe even more stuff that's probably just not listed. RELL did make a tweet kinda implying that we could be getting underwater exploration in Movie 2, but we'll just have to wait and see about that. I do hope they do show some progression or talk about progression a little bit, but I think what people are going to be most excited for is going to be hockey. I mean, people have been asking to see hockey for like years now, not even exaggerating. So to finally get to see hockey is definitely going to be a huge thing. Now, it has been a long time since they did confirm what was going to be in Movie 2, so I would assume some stuff has probably changed. Like, to put in perspective how long it's been since they confirmed that stuff, the devlogs didn't even exist yet. I'm pretty sure it was like directly after Movie 1 they confirmed all that, so like I said, a lot of stuff has probably changed. Like, it has literally been like 7 months. But let me know in the comments when y'all think we're getting Movie 2 or when we're getting the actual release date for the game. But regardless, let's move on to the sneaks they gave us as well. So if you guys see my last RELL video, you'll know I was trying to figure out what the ultimate is actually going to be for Goro, because there's a lot of lightning crazy abilities that they've shown us that all could be the ultimate. They showed us Raigo, which is usually the ultimate. You have the transformation itself, and you also have this crazy cutscene. But what they showed us today is even crazier. They showed us Goro manhandling 2 Raigos, and I guess he can throw both of those at you. Now, my best guess would be maybe when you're actually in the transformation mode, your Raigo becomes these 2 balls that you could throw like that, but maybe normally when you're a player, it's like the normal Raigo that Anel does and all the other games have. Or maybe they just don't have a normal Raigo anymore and this is the only version. We'll just have to wait and see. But it really feels like every time they show us Goro or Lightning, it's stronger, or it looks like it's going to be stronger than the last time we seen it. But next, we got a sneak of a whole bunch of armors, like a lot of armors. I think that's like 8. Now, I'm pretty sure the armor on the far right is confirmed to be Leviathan armor, which is basically Sea Beast armor. And they also did confirm that there will be a matching katana for that Leviathan armor. I'll put it on screen somewhere. Now, if we look at the other armors, I don't believe we have any information on any of those. Y'all can let me know if we do. It looks like there's a lot of samurai type armors here, and the one on the left, in the middle left-ish area, looks like some type of cow armor. I don't know if you need to craft it with some material you get from cows or something like that. But regardless, all the armors do look clean. I can't even hate. Now, we also did get a Leviathan rework on one of the Leviathans. I don't think they're reworking all of them. I believe the one on the left is the new one, and the one on the right is the old one. And the left one do look better, don't get me wrong. Wait, never mind all that. I'm just realizing this Sea Beast looked like it could be the cow armor that I was talking about earlier. It got the same pattern, and they got the horns. And it would make sense that they would have to rework it because the old one doesn't have have horns, so maybe they want the armor to be like how the sea beast is, which has horns. Could be wrong, but I feel like that's definitely pretty likely, and I don't know why else they would even rework the old one, because the old one looked hella good as well, so I'd be pretty surprised if they just randomly decided to rework it. Now, we also did get a Skypiea sneak, and they showed the scale of Skypiea. Just one island on the many islands of Skypiea, I would assume, is big as hell. The little arrows that you can see, that speck, you see that speck? That's a person. So I guess this just further confirms how big Skypiea most likely will be. Now, for the last sneak, I've been waiting to watch this because I wanted to watch it live for the video. And I won't lie, I still did watch part of it, and from my understanding and what they said below it is literally shit progression. Now, if they're for real and it does give you XP and you can level up, do you guys want me to do a shit progression to max level where I just, you know, do whatever way you can progress to that to max level? Because depending on how much XP it gives, it might actually be doable. But the RELL brothers actually talk and explain it, so let's get into it.
So guys, I'm gonna show you guys a tutorial on how to pick up shit. So you go to the poop pile, right?
This got the green aura.
A placeholder. You go down. You
go down, pick it up.
And then you find your main target. Now you see the shit is not just to throw at people, right? There's a point to having shit in RELLs. We call it the
he said not just to throw at
shit
people
concept. So basically, right?
Revolutionary.
You know, we encourage friendly gameplay. So if you get jailed, right? Let's say you're a terrible person. You go around, you kill Marines, you become a pirate and all that, right? And you get locked up. So I would say innocent players can pick up shit and throw it at you like this. Know what I'm saying? All right, time to throw shit.
So if you're jailed, you can throw shit at the people that are jailed.
Splash effect on your screen.
On some public humiliation ritual thing.
So guys, that's how
they got the whole effect and everything. That is funny as hell. But I don't know what it was that day, but there was on some troll type of timing. If you guys remember the scammer event they told us about, they said it's gonna involve popular scammers. The names of Alpha Rex, Pump, and Arisata. They said some of these quests are based on real world events, and they'll ask you for 250 RELL and take crew funds for officializing your crew. And if y'all don't know, he's talking about the $250 for premium tester you gotta buy for Holy War X that I might have purchased myself, but it literally says troll at the end, so that's not actually a gameplay feature. There was just on some troll type of timing that day. But I need you guys to genuinely let me know how you guys are feeling about movie 2 and all the recent news. I've been seeing a lot of people say they're not hyped anymore about RELLs because the game has taken so much longer than pretty much everybody expected, and I definitely can understand that to an extent. Me personally, obviously it's a bit different because it's kind of like my job to also cover RELLs, so I'm kind of always locked in with the recent news and everything. But it feels like development is finally getting to that final stretch, and it looks like we are going to be getting the game soon, so just let me know how y'all feel about that. I'm excited personally. But if you guys don't want to miss any new news about the release date or just any RELLs news in general, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll keep y'all updated. Love y'all. Later.